say the same for Drake fans, and it's a good segue. Segue king. And we'll sort of jump into it now. Certified Lover Boy, Owens.
10 out of 10.
Yes, this.
First time.
Why don't you
But
just
like,
take
I'm gonna
Drake's
touch on
dick and put it in your mouth?
yo soft or hard.
Yo, nah. Yo.
Just I want clarity, bro.
Yo, nah.
Give me
This
clarity.
episode's name, bruh. Super sass.
Super
Yo.
sus.
Super sweet.
Taking too thick to vent to another level.
Yo.
Where you venting?
Inside joke, bro. You dumb. Oh, wait, anyway. Yeah.
Like I can touch on exactly what you said. If you look at the performance of all those that featured on that album of Certified Lover Boy.
Okay, yeah.
Like for me personally, I think 21 Savage is a tool. He's a tool. But for me, he brought it. You know what I mean? Future, sometimes you don't like the auto-tune. But for me personally, I feel that he outranked the top of the top auto-tunes. T-Pain, I feel he totally out auto-tuned him. He totally out auto-tuned. Yes, bruh. On an auto-tune
But
level.
it's his opinion, bruh.
On an auto-tune level.
It's his opinion, bruh.
How we? Bruh. T-Pain's auto-tune. Gio is fighting for me. For those that's having difficulties in hearing, Gio is rolling me here.
Nah, give him the mic. Just give him the mic.
I just want to say I do not condone what this man is. This man is blaspheming on T-Pain's name, bruh. Future's a goat. I grant him. He's the toxic god, bruh. Even if I fuck you once, you're part of my collection. That's my jam, bruh. And he's amazing with the auto-tune. But he got nothing on the goat, my guy. Well, that's my opinion.
Okay. My opinion is the following. If you look at T-Pain, we soon are going to T-Pain. But if you look at T-Pain, it's always like a... it's always like a... How can I say? A what is that type of... fuck it, I can't... It's always just so high-pitched, man. It's constant. But if you look at T-Pain, if you look at Future, you can go into the thick Geo voice and you can go with the high pitch. Okay. You can... He can go through it. He can go. Yeah. He can create his own flow of his auto-tune.
Okay.
And that's.
I would agree. You know
what I mean?
Like so basically, if I just want to make sure I'm understanding you, like you're saying that whereas T-Pain is sort of one-dimensional.
Here we go.
Okay, cool.
That's my opinion. That's why I consider him to be a bit better.
Okay.
Even Usher suck. Who?
You didn't say he's a bit better.
He's way better. That's.
Okay, so let's just be clear. So you think he's way better?
He's way better. Future came with it. In my point of view, what I was looking for out of Kanye, it's like, how much avenues can you go?
All avenues.
Okay.
But he does believe that.
Say it. Answer the question.
Like, how much more avenues can you diverse into?
Kanye can go into every avenue, bro, and he has been going through every avenue, bro.
Okay.
You started the sing rap. Drake would have been at McDonald's, my bro, if that one didn't release 808s and Heartbreaks.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Okay, maybe not in McDonald's.
Hashtag fight me.
Nah, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, hashtag fight me. Come at me, Drake Stan, Sinjay. The number is this. He even started EDM rap. I don't know if you remember when EDM rap was a thing with Flow Rider and that Owens. If you go listen to T-Lop, The Life of Pablo, just go listen there. The EDM elements there. You know what I mean? He can do conscious rap. He's been doing that back then. You know what I mean? Jesus Walks and all that. Right? Like, now he's going into the gospel lane. What do you want from the man, bruh? Aside from that, his side ventures as well, bruh. Like, I struggle to understand what you mean in terms of the man as a creator. Bro.
Yeah, but it's it's his opinion. So
thank you.
Luckily,
thank
it's
you.
just an opinion.
Yeah, but I'm just.
Yeah, I understand you 100%.
What I agree with you guys. Like you saying, oh no, the past 4 albums has been the same with Drake. I think for me personally, I feel if you're reading this now, it's too late. It's too late. I think that was like the last of Drake. If you give that, like if you dissect that album, I was like, nah, this is quality.
Yeah,
views.
Yeah.
But I believe this album is like a mixture. If you look at the track Fountains of him, I don't know that guy. That takes me back to One Dance of him and Whiskey. You know what I mean? So for me, I feel it's like everything that is given to the game, a bit of each
It's in
is
that
lit
album.
In that album,
Okay.
and that's why.
Stolen from the game and packaged better.
Yo, say that again. Say that again.
You said everything is given to the game. I
Mm.
just want to rephrase that
Okay.
and say everything is stolen from the game and repackaged in a better.
Yo, the
way.
Owens
My
want
bro.
all the
My
smoke
bro,
today.
he has done that, and I'm gonna put my phone on silent now. Sorry, Oaks.
Oh.
But away, like I just want to get that clear, bro. Because One Dance, he didn't give that to the game. He stole that from dancehall
Okay.
and repackaged it better.
You can
know
say
what
the
I
same
mean?
even with the whole UK
War,
vibes.
yeah.
Oi, oi.
I don't wanna be there. Like the drill vibe.
Mm.
You know what I mean? He took that from UK. It was happening in UK. It was just not as well known, and it wasn't maybe as
Mainstream.
polished for the mainstream
Yeah.
audience.
Mm.
Obviously, Drake can do that. He's a goat at that.
Mm.
And I don't think you should stop at doing that. You understand? But
Okay.
when you say given to the game, that's all I mean. And I'm interjecting a lot, bro. But like I have thoughts on my mind, and I have to get it off me, bro. Are we cool, my guy?
Yo, the Owens, why did you?
Oh,
Why just
yeah.
moer mekaar, bro? Just fight.
Wait, like I really
Uh,
feel he's tried and he's succeeded.
Okay.
I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Because clearly my opinions doesn't matter.
Yo, the Owens is
Yeah.
self-conscious, my bro. Nah, Owens mental health, my bro. You're not too weak to speak.
Clearly,
Please,
my
Owens.
opinions don't matter.
Nah, Owens, nah. Okay, nah.
Wait,
Like you making, like I'm listening to you now, and I am a very big Drake fan. I wouldn't call myself a stan.
but you're
but
a fan.
I'm a fan. But like, yeah, I can understand what you're saying. I
feel
see it too. I see it too in the album.
Like G was also saying, the way that he flows into singing and rapping.
Yeah.
Now, if Kanye must try the cack now, no, with what is, yo, the Owens is a role for those that cannot see up close, bruh. To the video editing team, when this guy comes up on the socials, just look at this message. Guys, like, yo, listen to this. Now. That's what happened now.
Okay,
So,
now carry on.
Like if you hear how Drake flows in, like how he can sing
Yeah.
and then sing into rap. If
Mm.
Kanye must try that now, it won't be as what Kanye used to when he just
Okay.
started with
Okay.
the benching. So that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
You're great. You can be considered. You know, in China you have most a god of, so must say the big god or those like the multiple gods, man. Like he will be considered.
Yeah, isn't it Indians that have multiple gods? I don't know.
I don't know.
But let's not get it like a
Like
god,
a god,
like a god that you pray
something you
to. Like,
believe in.
yeah, like like Greek mythology. Let's use Greek.
Like Greek
just-
mythology.
Yeah.
He can be considered one of the gods.
When it comes
And
to
I will
music.
openly say that Drake
Uh-huh.
is not one of those gods, but he's like a Hercules, Sinjay, demigod. No, demigod.
Okay, the analogies, bruh. Man came to
Sinjay.
play today, bruh.
Are we not too weak to speak?
Okay, nah, I get you. Okay,
And
so
came to play, and so did I.
okay, so okay, can I just make a request, to the Owens? When we put our cans down, can we gentle? Because I can hear it in the feedback no more.
You can just tell me, bruh, because I did it now.
Nah, he also did it, but I told him subtly. When you watch this on
Oh,
YouTube,
but
you'll
you
see.
didn't tell me subtly.
Nah, I said
So
the
I don't
Owens.
get the same treatment.
Nah, I addressed the
Oh,
Owens. Yo,
okay.
nah. Why is everybody yo Owens wants smoke today? But nah, look here. What would you rate the album out of 10? And don't be biased. Don't be biased.
I'll give it.
Yeah.
I feel that Gio's rating of Don was. I think yours was fair,
Uh,
so I'd give it the same, maybe 7.5.
okay,
You said
7.5.
7. I feel your CLB. Donda, I'll give a 5. A low 5. Like a 5.003.
Nah, my bro, yo, this
one.
man is. I'm trying to
To
not.
save me.
I'm trying to, bro.
You need to get woke. That's what's on the cause.
Yo, bruh. Okay. Nah, okay. Okay. Okay, so luckily, we all entitled to our own opinions. Okay, so for me, certified lover boy, right? I'm gonna speak from the perspective of, how long it's been teased. I can say the same for Donda, with all the concerts and stuff like that. But it's not, you can't really compare it to CLB, you know what I mean? Because I think we've been waiting 10 months. It was announced 11 months ago. No, almost a year ago. And we were all waiting on Certified Lover Boy. Then I think he broke his leg or something like that. And then it was delayed. So when you hype something up like that and all the Drake fans are waiting for Certified Lover Boy, I'm expecting this is You know what I mean? Like
You
when
had
I
more time on your hands.
when
What are you giving here?
yeah, when I listened to Donda, no? Donda made me go. And again, I'm not a Kanye fan, but I don't have any Kanye songs. The only songs that I have that he's on his features. No?
Oh, yeah.
Like, but when I listen to this album, I'm like, yo.
So you feel that he has more hit makers?
No. That's not what I'm saying.
CLB.
No. I'm saying.
Okay,
what
I
I'm-
just wanted to get that out of the way. Thank you.
Nah, what I'm saying is, I expected, give me something, man. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I gave it a listen the first time, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be very, very honest. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I ignored you on WhatsApp after a while. You're
Yeah.
Like, nah, bruh. I was like,
Because I saw you must know I would go when Drake drops. The yellow, the yellow memes. 1 second play. Yo, fire. Nah, Drake is a goat. Nah. So I was expecting goat shit, bruh. So when I played it for the first time, I was like, I waited for this. I waited for this. Let me. I'm gonna bring it full circle, no. And the thing is, maybe I'll say also, Owens, that maybe the way you need to listen to it, like you need to immerse yourself. Yo. You need to immerse yourself, especially when you listening to an album for the first time. So earphones, So you need to immerse yourself, no, into it to fully get the full, feel for the album. So the first time I listened to it, it was like on a Bluetooth speaker. No, so I wasn't really impressed. But I told myself, you know what? Let me give it another chance. Listen to it 3 times with earphones, and I realized that it wasn't as bad as I first thought it was. Not to say that I wasn't disappointed in the album, but there are some bangers for me personally. If I think off the top of my head, Fair Trade, banger. And
sorry to interject, but my question at the end is, do you feel that if you look at the 2 albums, never mind that the one album might have more tracks on it, but my question is, do you feel that Donda have more hit tracks than CLB?
Let me say this. You can't compare the 2. They are 2 very different artists, and also on 2 very different levels. No, we can say Drake is one of the GOATs, and I will gladly agree with that. But Drake is a rapper. Do you know what I mean? Rapper, singer, rapper turn singer. You know what I mean? Kanye is an artist, bruh. Kanye raps.
In every demeanor.
Kanye raps. He produces. He has his own clothing line.
Yeah.
He sings.
But I can say the same.
He can auto-tune. Do you understand what I'm saying? They are not the same creature, bruh.
But we're getting there.
Nah, listen. It's like you asking me to compare Chris Brown, no? To Michael Jackson. Yo. Chris Brown is an entertainer, arguably one of the best of our generation. But when you talk about Michael Jackson, bruh, Michael Jackson's name is edged into
people
history.
faint when they hear
exactly.
it.
Do you understand?
Same with Kanye.
Kanye is one of that names that will never be forgotten. Drake, yes, Drake will have his level of success. He's very successful. There's few artists that are on that level. Do you know what I mean? And that can maintain that level, which Drake has done successfully. You know what I mean? Like there's no disputing it. But you cannot compare a god to a demigod.
Okay,
it's
but
apples and oranges,
but what I'm trying to get at.
But wait, to answer your question about hits. If you're gonna ask me Drake, bruh.
Okay.
Because hits. Remember, what's popping is not necessarily
quality.
What is quality.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at Playboy Carti, Magnolia, that song blew up, bruh. Like I don't even know what he said. That man is. It's a banger, bruh. Do you know what I mean? But if you're gonna look at that compared to something like Drake's Fear, for instance, that was on one of his very, like, how did they massa? That's for the Joel when the Owens is inebriated scenes, eh? You know what I mean? But when you listen to
he smacked a long time. I saw his status. I smacked. Now the cameras are nice. Smack.
Carl, I just want to tell you one thing, bro. But you're gonna have to do a move to it.
Nah, relax.
Nah, bro.
Relax.
Nah, for the
I'm
pod,
not a
bro.
monkey, bro.
Pump it up.
Yeah, you dumb. So you know what I mean? Like when the dope is striking, then you wanna Malay rap harder than my. But when you put on a song like Fear, you can be sad, because maybe he's describing everything that you're feeling. Do you know what I mean? You can play it just when you're driving in the car and you're like, yo, listen to the bars. Listen to the bars, bruh.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you know what I mean? So you can't compare the two because they're not in the same league. Do you understand?
The
So-
plot behind the.
Do you understand what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying? But they are both goats of their time. Greatest. Like Kanye could be one of. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Kanye is like Michael Jackson level, whereas he will never be forgotten. Like even your children will probably listen to Kanye. Your children's children will
They
listen
do
to Kanye.
college
The same-
dropout especially.
Yeah, the same way
Yeah.
we still listen to Michael Jackson. Do you know what I mean? Our parents
Some of us.
experienced Michael Jackson. Do you know what I mean? Like Queen. You know what? Do you understand what I'm
Yo.
trying to say? There's it's a different type of appreciation, bruh. There's a different type of appreciation. So again, back to CLB. There is hits on there, bruh. Fair Trade. Too Sexy. I love that. In Too Deep. The first part is cack, but that second one, Future
Love
carries
All.
that song. Love All.
Love all.
That's what Jay-Z, no?
But out of the two bars that Jay-Z brought, out of the bars he brought for Donda and the bars he brought for that track,
Again,
I feel
bruh,
Love All.
you can't compare it, bruh. It's a different vibe. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that you're wrong. It's just my opinion. But anyway, Fair Trade, Love All, In Too Deep, No Friends in the Industry, You Only Live Twice. Bangers. Hey?
7 a.m. on
Yeah.
Bridal
Bangers, bruh. Even Champagne Poetry, where you saw also another
Papi's
thing-
home.
Nah, another aspect I want to get into, which I appreciate.
Can't listen to Daddy's home. Shut up.
Just
Usher did that
yeah.
first and he did it better.
But just listen quickly. Okay. Owen, just moer mekaar, man.
Wat did you say about my mommy?
But but like if you look at like those type yo Owens nah man you making me forget what I wanted to say. But if you look at like that type of songs, man, that's hits, bruh. Do you know what I mean? Like I would go out on a limb and say that Way Too Sexy is gonna be a summer hit in the clubs, whatever.
I
It's-
got my Way Too Sexy shirt already, man.
Yeah, do you understand what I'm saying? It's hits, bruh. It's gonna pop, but I don't think it's gonna. It's the replay value, man, of something like that. Another. This is what I
Replay
wanted to
value,
say, and this.
that's strong point.
But this is the last point I'll say on this because I don't want to go on too long on this. But one thing I appreciate appreciate about Certified Lover Boy, the quality of sampling, bruh. Like, even if you take something like Way Too Sexy, it's a bad example of the sampling, but I'm going to get to a better, but for me personally, when I listened to it the first time, I was like, what cuck is this? And then when I immersed myself, and I saw the music video especially,
It's funny.
do you know what I mean? He adds layers and layers and layers, right? Cool. If you look at something like Champagne Poetry, that was Masego's Navajo, no? The way he just added the...
Indians.
He just added the. He just adds that sort of.
The GT5
Don't worry, bruh. You will be heard, bruh. Don't worry. You will be heard.
Wait.
Yeah, the fuck. Man. Walk around the camera, please.
That's what she said.
Yo. Anyway, if you look at the way the tracks were sampled, man, it was in a Drake fashion.
Yeah.
If you look at Champagne Poetry, I don't know if you guys remember. I can't recall what album it was on. I don't know if it was October's Very Own or Thank Me Later. You know that it was a vibe that Drake brought where the beat will go like into almost like a compressed sound, man. Like I don't know.
Yes.
Wait. Yes. And even like on Miss Me and Fancy.
Yes.
You know that
yes,
Atlanta girls, let me see your hands. Then it goes, it goes, you know what? And that's what he brought. Yeah, that's why I said Fancy. And even like, you know, when it goes into that was the style that Drake brought, man. He did it on Champagne Poetry, you know, Way Too Sexy. Even my favorite sample on the album is Fair Trade.
Yeah.
He took
Travi.
one line by a song called Mountains, no?
Mm.
Charlotte Day Wilson or something like that. No, I think that's her name. Just correct me if I'm wrong. You know? And he took one line and, you know, made it almost like he made a beat out of it. And I could, or whoever produced the album, you know? And I could appreciate that. So that was one of my favorite aspects of the album once I immersed myself into it. So, rating. Yo, guys. I'm sorry, Owens, man. But, guys, Drake fans, for the amount of weight, you know? Even the artwork, I didn't like the artwork. It was, it could have been way better.
The artwork on Donda and on CLB's Kak.
Was Don like just black?
It's black.
Ha. Anyway, so yeah, I would give it I don't want to be biased. I'm gonna say 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. I would say a low 6, just 6. Let's say a C plus. C plus, that's for me. Yeah.
Can I spit?
Yeah, spit me with it. Wax lyrical. Go for it.
So, I'd like to start off by saying CLB is an amazing album for people who aren't really listening to the music.
Okay.
Right?
Whoa.
Really?
Welcome,
really
welcome to the shade room. Huh? My bro. Yo. Welcome. Welcome to the shade room. Anyway, yeah.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I also loved some Drake bangers. Like, he was talking about Miss Me, bruh. He was talking about Fear. He was talking about Fancy, Carl now. He was talking, there's another song on the album Thank Me Later called Thank Me Now.
Yes.
You can thank me now. Banger over.
Yes, bruh.
Sure, bruh.
That was like, that was like Drake saying, I'm here, bruh.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm here to stay.
Like that Drake and then Sido alluded to it as well. The last of that type of Drake was on If You're Reading This Is Too Late, bruh. Was If You're Reading This Too Late that running to the 6 with my woes.
Yes.
You know, like that shit used to play in UWC, bruh.
And that has replay value, bruh.
Exactly, bruh. Like if that number come on now, I'm going boss, me, bro.
Yeah,
so
and what was Dungus on November 18th?
November 18th was on So Far Gone.
Is it So Far
Yeah,
Gone?
I think it was on. Nice. His first album. No, the mixtape. The mixtape.
Yeah.
No. The mixtape was the one we.
October's very own was the mixtape, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know, man.
But
bro.
anyway,
I'm not
how can you forget? I just wanna be. I just wanna be successful.
I want the money. Money and the cars and the clothes. The hoes, I suppose. I just wanna breathe. I just wanna be successful.
Oh wait, you know what I mean?
But that Drake, my bro. Even that other Drake, my bro. That song where Weezy comes in and I take probation. I want a big guy and big vacation, private place, big location. I'm going to the bank to make a big donation. I don't stunt, I stand hard. And when the food ain't on the stove, I hunt for it. In the meantime, you can call me Young Royd, man. Yo, bruh. What's that song, man? Where they sample Big Papa of Biggie. That din 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 din.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
No, it's Drake. It's on Drake's album, bruh. And even anyway, like I'm referring to that Drake. Even my bro. You the fucking best. You the fucking best.
Bruh.
Best I ever had, my bro. My shirt ain't got no stripes, but I can make that pussy whiz. Like the Andy Griffin theme song. And who told you to put them jeans on? Double cup love. You the one I lean on. You dumb.
You know, that was bars, bruh.
You know what I mean? Like that Drake, man, I fell in love with, bruh. And I like some of the singing numbers. Marvin's Room. They look, man, bro. I had my first breakup.
Are you high right now? Are you drunk right now?
I had my first breakup. This is me. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. Yo, you can't sing, man.
It's fine, but it's fine. But I'm vibing.
But they know,
Yeah.
bruh. So at the end of the day, it all went downhill from views for me, right?
Okay.
Not saying that there was no bobs, bruh, because we were all like controller. We were all in stones grind. The kinders were grinding on us. You know the vibes, bruh. Since
like in die bek, man.
Sat in die nek.
Are you dumb?
So the number is, my bro, like that. So that Drake, my bro, I know he has it in him. That's the thing, man.
Yeah, man.
I know
that's
he has
also-
that thing in him. He's not like just. Obviously, what is malgieren is basically is domkrag.
Yeah.
So I understand that you're pandering to your community that will give you, like you're making hits for your community that
Yeah.
will make you richer.
Yeah. That's
And
facts.
that's great. That's
Yeah.
fine, my bro.
Go
But
for it.
in terms of what I'm looking for in a project from Drake is, if I use Jay-Z as an example, right? Obviously, Jay-Z and Drake's also not comparable in any way, shape, or form. But Jay-Z started rapping about drug dealing, right? If you know Jay-Z's story, right? And now Jay's talking about how can I say? Sorry, that's another B. Haters still mad about the other B. Now that's a double B. Now that's a triple B. Can't forget about the other B.
Hey.
Like he's talking about, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
he's talking about that big boy shit now. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
If Jay-Z was rapping about drug dealing still, bruh.
Yeah.
Do you know
That's
what
sort
I
of,
mean?
there's
Like,
no evolution, man.
like what the hell? Yeah.
There's no evolution.
So for me, I would say that Certified Lover Boy, and I'm not going to go into the bops because I agree with most of what Carl said in terms of you're into deep, Future carried. Oh,
Yeah.
this is one thing I wanted to say. The features, you were talking about the features and how Drake like outranks the mensen and like all. I think they carried.
Yeah.
I think
a
they
lot of
carried
the
on a
songs,
lot of
yeah.
the songs. Lil Baby carried.
Yeah.
Future carried.
Oh.
Hove carried. You know what I mean? They carried the track, bruh. Because other than that,
Travis
my bro,
Scott as well.
I'm
For
going
me
to
personally.
yeah. Travis Scott was way better on here than he was on Donda. That's for damn
Yeah.
sure.
Mm.
But away, I'm gonna listen to this when I study.
Yeah.
You know, lo-fi beats.
Yeah.
You know, when people like go listen to that.
Also, a lot of
That's what I will
another
listen to.
criticism someone said is it's just singing too much.
Yeah, but that's the whole point of the Certified Lover
No,
Boy.
I
So I
understand,
think
yeah.
it was aligned with what he called it.
Yeah, I
But
just feel
a
like
34-year-old calling his album Certified Lover Boy as well is just a bit stagnating for me, man. You know what I mean?
the
Like
Drake
there's
stands are
such
gonna
a
come
lot.
for you, bro.
There's such a lot that you can. There's such a lot you can talk about, bruh. You touched on that other song, Daddy's Home. You touched on your son, my bro, Abichi. You know what I mean? Like, talk about that. Talk about how Pusha made you look like a deadbeat, my bro. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
talk about your
you see,
struggles, my guy.
but you just
talk about how
okay,
you never know whether
but
you're
you-
white or you black.
Okay, now but just
CJ,
listen,
like-
just. But you just said now that it just he's catering to a particular
Yeah.
audience, and
But
when
I'm saying what I'm listening
yeah,
for.
no, I understand. I
Yeah,
understand what
yeah,
you're saying,
yeah.
but when you look at like like what is relevant today, do you know what I mean? Go get your bag, man.
Yeah, go get your bag for sure. But I think. I think. Oh, wait, I'm not going home, bruh.
He's home, bro.
No, yo. What a snitch, my bro. Try snitching on the.
I meant like your home. This is your home, the pod.
Pause,
bruh, pause.
Pause, my bro. Put that on bombed and so. Dala there, the blood gang side.
Nah, stop it, bruh. Nah, that's me. That's me.
So to end it off, right? I will say that there are songs that I'm gonna go back to, but not as religiously as I'm gonna go back to the Kanye album.
Yeah.
And if the songs play at a party or at a lam or whatever, I'm gonna go boss with everyone else. You know what I mean? That second half of Into Deep, you are grand that song. I Miss You Too with Kid Cudi, banger, my bro. I love it, bruh. But in terms of saying you a lesbian, girl, me too. Get that corny ass bullshit out of my eardrums now, bruh.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, no. So, rating wise, I'm gonna give it a decent 5. A decent 5 out
Okay,
of
so
10.
that's like a D,
A 5 point.
a D plus. What is
A
that?
D plus. A
Okay.
D plus. Away.
So
We don't do that
5.5.
grading scales, man. We just get 1 to 7 in here in
Yeah,
South Africa.
yeah, okay.
Away, so.
Pause.
Away.
Technically gifted, man.
So the number is this. 2 goats, and I agree that they can't be compared. Also,
Yeah.
not 2 goats. I would say Kanye is a goat, like Carl said in his Michael Jackson analysis, and Drake is the analogy analysis, and Drake is the greatest currently.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
That's a
Whether-
fair. I think that's a fair take.
And whether he will get to GOAT status, I think will rely on his development going forward. To me,
Okay.
because like we're talking about, who's listening to Kiki? If you love, who's listening to that anymore? But you know how massive that shit was when it came out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, but are you gonna play that number?
Not
Like, be
necessarily,
honest.
no.
Yo, now there's someone putting the mic my way. Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't. But what
But
I-
he has more songs that
yes,
people play.
But like what I wanted to say,
From what era, man? Do you understand?
Drake is strongly on that road. I'm gonna keep it very short because he's busy now. They're busy releasing some Drake and Nike collabs. Exactly what happened with Kanye when he tapped into the fashion with his Yeezy.
Okay.
So away, he's
Nah,
got
it's
acting
a fair
under
point. It's a fair point. And
No,
and
no,
I
no,
think,
for sure.
And I
And-
think Drake is he looks like, by the way, he's like, in the short clips in music videos. Like, he's funny, bruh. He's a good. He can do it.
And he's been on the Grassy, bro. He's an actor.
Yeah. So
But from like, I'll just say I heard the Grassy Drake on this album.
okay.
And I don't want to hear the Grassy. I don't want to hear the Grassy Drake anymore. There's going to have to come a time when homie must switch up, give us that fire, that energy again. Not for me, but for
the
in my opinion, for you to be categorized as one of the GOATs.
Okay. For the
I'd
fans.
I'd-
For the fans. Or
No,
for
not for the fans. The fans don't care about that shit.
for the
bruh.
boys.
For the
homies.
For the homies. For the
No,
Owens.
for-
For the streets.
For the
I'm just gonna make the whole fucking house. Yo, nah. like me, I'm not as strong as Gia in terms of I don't give two hoots. I'm gonna curse. No, but I'm gonna make the whole house just now. Where do you think? And we're gonna leave this for homework for the viewers.
Okay.
That's you. We're gonna leave homework for the viewers. No, you talking about you need to switch up. Would Tupac or Biggie be as influential if they were still alive today? Would
Sure,
how
this one-
to what would they have switched up to?
Die.
Kids, do your homework.
If you said anything of value in this podcast,
This one up after that.
nah, that's fact. I can agree.
We don't know because at the end of the day
what do
they
they
were
call it? It's an unfalsifiable
parallel.
hypothetical.
Hypothetical. Yeah, I was close. But away, I'm not on that woke shit like you. But away, we can transition.
Yeah, but valid question, guys. In the comments, fight it out. Let us know. What do
yeah.
you think? You know what I mean? Nah, it's yeah, and it's a fair
Until
question.
it doesn't.
Because even if you look at it, bruh, you get that die-hard Biggie and Pac fans that will maintain to this day. They're the greatest to ever do it. Today's people would never understand. They can't appreciate things like that. And there is some truth to that.
And look what they did in the short time
Yeah.
that they were alive,
Yeah.
that they were in the game, bruh.
But if you
We're out of the struggle. We have a black president, like the States. You know what I mean?
had
Had.
yeah.
The
Had.
Republican will put you on your place here, my bro. Yeah, my bro. Yo, we don't play, my bro. Yo, we all about amendment. What? Second amendment, my bro. Kykie, but nah, I will just add my 2 cents to that. I think it's a bit unfair because they were big when they died, but they didn't have the chance to make that alternative. But it's a very good question that you ask.
Yeah.
I think the reason why they still categorized as goats is because of these people being their sons that are currently here.
Yeah.
You know, people still being influenced by them
And
today.
even still sampling this song.
And
bruh.
yeah, you know what I mean. So that type of thing. But I digress, man.
We're speaking of Loverboy Owens.
The Realcast.